Okay, let's try this again. Hello, Virgo. And I say let's try this again because I was supposed to do these videos since earlier. I woke up super early to do these videos and still did not get them out on time. You know? Be flexible. Go with the flow, right? Virgo and Pisces. Mutable signs. I just happen to be both, right? So, I did do a reading for the collective. And I did do a reading for the Pisces collective. And now I'm doing a reading for the Virgo collective. Now in the collective reading, Virgo, you guys were so heavy on my mind that I'm quite certain you probably came up and came out and showed up. But this is your reading. And I do put these readings out every day. So whenever you find them, that's when you're meant to find them. Whenever you see them, that's when you're meant to see them. Disclaimer, I do swear sometimes. I do say words that people may not want to hear. So I recommend you guys click off. I will not be offended if you don't want to hear what I'm saying. That is fine. You may hear me say some little slangs and sayings that I say and do. If you've been with me since the very beginning, which is, well, a while back, I changed up my channel. I changed up everything. So it's like starting from scratch. So whenever you find these videos is when you find these videos. I do want to say, what do I want to say? Oh yeah, I'm doing a candle vigil for the ancestors for Halloween. If you'd like to donate to that, you can find me at Cash App. Virgo Moon Insights at Cash App, $. And also you can find me at Dealer Investor, Cash App. You can also find me on my website, La Bonterre, LaBonneTerre.com. You can find me on Facebook, Virgo Moon Insights, Instagram, Virgo Moon Insights. Keen Psychics. There'll be a link in the description for that, and you can find that also under Virgo Moon Insights. So I'm around. I'm around if you need me. What else? Besides the vigil, I am also doing the St. Michael Chaplet Novena prayer from the 1st of the month of November to, well, the 1st of the month for Dia de los Muertos to the end of November. That'll be 30 days of prayer. You are more than welcome to join me. There's no charge for any of these readings. These are general readings. You can donate if you want to, but you don't have to. Like, comment, share, subscribe. What else? Geesh, what's going on with my shuffling? I always say every time I get in front of the camera, my shuffling goes to crap. Oh yeah, I do swear, yeah. And you may hear me saying things like, for the niggas in the back. Or, and the real ace is. Those are my phrases. I coined those. That's it. Copyright, intellectual property. There are some other things that you might hear me saying, like I said. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If there is something that I say that I've heard someplace else, you will hear me say it first. That's not mine. Like, I was doing another reading, and hide your kids, hide your wife came in. And I'm like, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your grandmama, because they're stealing everybody out here. That is not mine, but it's funny as hell, I'll tell you that much. Oh, Virgo coming out. We got the moon. So as I'm over here doing all my little jokey jokes, we got the moon. So something is hidden. Something not necessarily hidden, but is obscured. Shadows are being cast. Things are looking more scary than they actually are. Things that are not scary at all are looking scary. Things that aren't. So be careful. This is timing of the full moon. We are in a Mercury retrograde. So by the time the moon is full, we'll be out of Mercury retrograde. But I feel like this moon card coming out for you, Virgo, is showing some signs that everything is not what it seems as of yet. So be mindful. Everything is not what it seems. Especially when I see this Everyday Witch Tarot card. When I see this card and I see that witch on her broomstick and she's flying past, right? And the moon is illuminating her. The first thing I thought to myself was, who is this person on this broomstick jetting off to where? Then, when I really looked at the card, I was like, wait a second. That is a close-up picture. That is a freeze frame close-up picture of one witch. I am a solitary witch. First of all, let's break this word down, because a lot of people seem to be really, really confused about what a witch is, what a witch does, what's a witch. This video is not about explaining what a witch is, what a witch does, who a witch is, and all of this stuff, but just to get some clarification. When I say I'm a witch, or this is a witch, or when I use the word witch, it's actually someone who, like alchemist. It's like people get so particular about the wording, right? But I'm going to use the words in which you can describe somebody who manipulates things for their benefit, not people, things. Maybe that's where it gets confused. Like when they think of witches, they think witches are out here like manipulating people or manipulating situations, when in all actuality, we have just mastered the art of manipulating energy. So I wear that word, that name, with pride and with colors and with glory and with everything. I don't care. Call me a witch. I really don't care. Some people get all finicky about it. If you want to be called an alchemist, you want to be called I don't know what y'all want to be called, but I don't care. For me, I don't care if somebody calls me a witch, because to me it's an honor, right? So be mindful of that you may see one witch on her broomstick, but this is the moon card. That means that something else is hidden. What you're focusing on is already not really clear, Virgo, right? It's already not very clear, because by the shadow of the moon, the witch looks so much bigger. By the shadow of the moon, this cat doesn't look so menacing because it's a cat. But then when you see the reflection of the cat in the water, you see a panther. So it's like something seems bigger than it is. Someone or some problem or some situation seems like, oh, woe is me, I can't handle this. But you can. You absolutely can. Although the real ace is there may be more than one witch in this scenario, but you can't see that at this present moment in time, because this is a close-up picture of one cat and one witch. So there may be a whole coven flying by, but you only got the glimpse of this one witch, right? So let's see. I'm going to do a 3-card spread. If it comes out past, present, future, that's how I'm going to read it. If it comes out as present moment, that's how I'm going to read it. If it comes out as a situation, that's how I'm going to read it. I don't read positions, I read cards. I want to say that again. I don't read positions. I read cards. I may read the position if I feel called to do so, but also remember, I don't need the cards. This is just something that I have learned to do just to get all of this energy flowing. So like when I don't feel like sitting in one mood or one energy, I can just say, oh, let me just channel it through the cards, see what it says, and leave it there. So right now we've got, ooh, I really wish my shuffling wasn't getting on my nerves right now. Right now we've got the moon. That's the overall message. We're going to pull 2 more cards. 2 more cards. Well, we got 4. So we're going to take them. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Virgo. So it's clear that what you don't see is some sort of burden. Some sort of burden that you don't see. There is a resolution. There is a complete and total resolution to this where you drop all these burdens in favor of one. So it's not so much so a burden anymore. It's now you've gone through the process. You've gone through the 10 steps, the 10 wands, and this is a complete change because now you gradually progressed to the Page of Wands. So this is like some fiery, passionate message or an offering. But you've got your guard up. You've got your guard up, Virgo. And I don't want to tell you that's a bad thing because you did just go through the 10 of Wands and you were dealing with a lot of bullshit. You were dealing with a lot of illusions. You were dealing with a lot of you know, responsibility. And then you just said, fuck it. I'm dropping this load. I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm looking and moving on to greater pastures. But you see, like, now you're ready to even battle this cat because you remember this moment in time when this damn cat over here was looking like a panther. You ready to battle anything and anyone at any point in time. Mind you, this is your cat. So you're on your guard. You're definitely on guard. You are not taking a fool's journey. You have learned the lessons of the 10 of Wands, and you are taking that fiery, passionate energy, and you are moving forward towards your future on the path that is best for you. I do see some chakra energy here. I always like to call out the colors. I see blue, I see green, I see orange. Very prominent for me. So I want to say that's throat chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra. I do see a little bit of red, root chakra. A little bit of yellow, some solar plexus. So it's just like getting into alignment before we make the next step into the higher vibrational chakras, right? And before we get into the third eye and to the crown chakra and to all of these outer limits, right? These other chakras that are, you know, it's just like, I want to say, understanding that you're grounded from within, that all the things that were sent to break you made you better, made you stronger, made you wiser. There's a lot of fiery, passionate energy that I've been getting for the collective. And I also want to say, this watery depths that this cat is looking into, if you look closely at this card, this is the 10 of Cups. I believe that that's what you don't see. That's the illusion. That you're in some kind of burdensome situation. But in reality, you're manifesting. You're manifesting, but I don't want to say you're manifesting like you're conscious of it. It's become a subconscious thing. It's become something that's under the surface, something that you don't even recognize. You just know you want something. You know you need something. You just don't know exactly what it is. It's not that you're indecisive. You just know that you probably couldn't even dream this. And I think that that's the illusion, thinking that you don't have the power. But somehow, some way, even though it feels like and looks like you don't know where you're heading, you're trusting, you're having faith, you're believing that you can and you will be guided. And then also, this page with their broomstick could also be this witch, right? Same hat, right? So on this card, you're trusting the light of the moon to lead your way, right? To guide you on your quest to a happier, more fulfilling life. You've taken all your burdens, 10 of Wands, and you've laid them all down. You've laid them all down, and you've picked up the one that belongs to you. Because then with the 10 of Wands also, there may be some back pain. I always say this, because when you're thinking about stressful situations or burdens, usually we feel it somehow, some way in our body. So you can feel it. You can feel this 10 of Wands either in your, let's see, you can feel it in your heart, in your chest, in your legs, in your back. But you feel this energy trapped somewhere in your body. So whether it's a subconscious type of anguish or pain, but you feel it. When you decided to drop these burdens and lay these burdens down, you were able to pick up the one that belongs to you. And you saw how light that burden is, right? You saw how light it was to you and how it felt to you. And then we have the 10 of Cups. So getting into figuring out what it is that belongs to you allowed you to move closer, move towards this happy, fulfilling, emotional life, right? So I want to clarify the Page of Wands. Page of Wands and the, oh Lord. The Page of Wands and the 10 of Wands. That's what I want to clarify. Okay. Okay. We've got 3 major arcana out. So first, let's focus on that. The Moon and the Fool would signify a new journey by night. The Judgment and the Moon, it means this journey is hidden, but it is divinely guided. The Fool, the Judgment and the Moon, the Judgment and the Fool. Lord, I'm tired. Please forgive me. 18:18 on the clock while I said that. 9:9. I am tired. The Moon in Judgment says that you don't exactly see what this new beginning is, but you're being divinely guided on this path. Basically what I just said to you just recently. So the 10 of Wands is being clarified by the Judgment, and the Page of Wands is being clarified by the Fool. So this is a completely new journey. Once you decided to lay your burdens down, it is allowing you to start this new fantastical journey that's leading you towards your happily ever after. That's beautiful, Virgo. That is beautiful. I like this a lot. I like that you are right now in your present moment focused on what is yours. Because I always talk about this. Sometimes we carry other people's stuff. And that's what this 10 of Wands is signifying to me. Like carrying burdens. So this could be your sister witch's burdens. Your family bloodline burdens. Your coven burdens. This could be everybody else's junk. Everybody else's crap but your own. And God is calling judgment on it. And resurrecting you from this dead place. Because 10 signify the end of a cycle, right? And this 10 is signifying the end of these burdens. And God is calling this the end of these burdens for you. It's a judgment call, or you're making a judgment call to put these burdens down and trusting and having faith in your divine connection, and knowing that no matter if it's the darkest night of the soul, no matter if it is at night, I do see someone moving at night actually though. No matter if it's at night, you are being divinely guided. So you're not carelessly and and it's crazy to see this Page of Wands with this little packet on their wand. I mean, on their broomstick. Sorry. I said I was tired. Sorry. So it's crazy to see this page with this little knapsack on their broomstick, because the Fool usually is the one with their little knapsack, their dog biting at their heel, or their dog biting at their heel, and it always gives you this message of caution, don't throw caution to the wind. Don't just jump off this cliff. There is a fall you're about to experience. But where do you fall into? You fall into fulfillment. You fall into love. You fall into self-love. You fall into family love. You fall into the divinely guided life for yourself, Virgo. Like you took a leap of faith. That's what this is. You took a leap of faith. So you had the faith. You took the leap. You weren't afraid even of the pestilence by night. Okay. You laid your burdens down. You took this new journey, this new path, and it led you to fulfillment, ultimate happiness and fulfillment with these 10 of Cups, right? That is so beautiful to me, because Virgos typically are hard workers. That's what we know how to do. We know how to work hard. We know how to do that very, very, very well. And it also reminds me of Pisces, because Pisces is always so devoted, so committed, so invested in like everybody else's happiness and wish fulfillment. And it's like, I feel like now this is a little crazy, but I feel like I've been reading for a Pisces and a Virgo that are going to meet. And I can't tell you exactly when they're going to meet. I will pull a Moonology card because the moon is here, just to clarify and to figure that out. But I feel like I am reading for a Virgo and a Pisces. This picnic makes me feel like I am accurate, because this picnic has all these fruits and veggies and wonderful, delicious things that Virgo rules. Nutrition, right? Nutrition. And Pisces, so it's like they brought together the best of themselves and they created this happy, beautiful life together, like real, true fulfillment. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. I do love it. And I don't feel like I need to pull any more of those, but let's see what the Moonology cards have to say. I need a time frame for this union. Virgo, I don't know if you have been trying to manifest a partner. I don't know if you are dealing with a Pisces. This is kind of crazy because I am a Virgo Pisces. Well, Pisces Virgo, Pisces Sun, Virgo Moon. So I already feel fully complete within myself. I feel fully actualized within myself. I feel fully awake within myself. And the relationship that I have with myself is very fulfilling. And I'm curious, you know, I'm interested in partnerships and teaming up and building a solid foundation and a solid relationship, a relationship full of emotional fulfillment and love. So I'm happy to see this. But I feel like I'm speaking to someone in particular. And although I don't want this to get too personal, I feel like it's a message that needs to be delivered. So I'm going to say it. I feel like there is a strong Virgo energy here, which is you, Virgo, that is meeting a Pisces. And it's kind of crazy to me because I rarely do readings about love. I love when they show up because I'm usually floored. So Virgo, if you have your eye on somebody, I would say take that leap of faith. Because by the new moon, the person may be receptive to it. And by the full moon, you could be in a full-blown relationship. Quick. Like, you meet this person, you know the person, you're interested in them, you want to take that leap of faith, you want to head in their direction, but it feels a little shaky, it feels a little awkward, it feels like, well, are they going to take me serious? Are they really going to accept my offer? And you're kind of in your head about it. You know, you got this message that you want to deliver to them. You're like, oh, I know it's just a passionate page offer, but will they want to even, you know, do this with me? I do see this is a Virgo with Aries placements. So I'm letting you know now. They will be receptive. They'll be very receptive. And you'd be curious to find that that person has probably been thinking of you in the same kinds of ways. So this is very interesting. A very beautiful reading. And I mean, sometimes when I first started reading cards, I thought that only if I see cups. If I see cups... This is the beginning of my tarot reading process. I was much younger. I'm like, if I see cups, then that means love. If I don't see cups, that means there is no love. Well, I see the ultimate fulfillment. I see 10 of Cups right here. So I know for a fact that there's love if I was going by that old system of doing things. But now that I've got new information in my arsenal, I know that there's so much more going on in the cards. And the message is clear as day. You are meeting either a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Moon, or a Pisces individual, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. I don't think it's the North Node though, but don't quote me. I haven't looked too deep into that, so don't quote me. Luck is on your side. Like I just said, approach this water sign. I'm telling you right now, Virgo, if it's you, because I'm getting a masculine Virgo, I'm getting a man. I don't know what's going on, masculine energies out here. And masculine energy doesn't have to be a man, but I am getting a man who wants to offer these cups of love to this water sign, but doesn't know if they should take action, how it will be received. And I'm telling you, Virgo, that it will be received well. Very well. Because luck is on your side. And dare I say it, but they've been looking at you too. They've been considering you as well. So you might not be an actual, like, I mean, I know this is a Virgo reading, but this person may just, you in particular may just have very strong Virgo placements. Or you, okay, so this might be a Virgo rising. This is a Virgo rising, Aries moon, or Sagittarius moon. I'm getting fire. I see water. Not so much earth. Let me clarify with the Hermetic Tarot. We got Judgment coming out again. I literally sought to clarify this for you guys, and we got Judgment again. Blowing the trumpet. This is divine. And when I say divine, I mean God, Spirit. For me, it's Holy Spirit. I feel like there's a bit of confusion on your part, Virgo. I feel like you might feel confused about this more so than anything. Not really, I'm not getting fear, but more like confusion. I'm getting a lot of confusion, and the moon comes out again. A lot of confusion. Clarify the moon and the Judgment. First, let's clarify the moon. Let's clarify the moon because the moon seems to be a prominent message in this situation. Let's clarify the moon. Seven of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. This could also be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini with Virgo placements. Strong Virgo placements. Was feeling a little defensive. Maybe because... Well, because in the past, they've been burdened. They've been burdened before. You know, there's two tens here. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So in relationships, they haven't always been very lucky. So they're on the defensive. You are on the defensive. And, you know, somebody in this situation is taking on the energy of the Queen of Swords. And that could be a little, that can make you very apprehensive about approaching this person. So I don't know if you're the one that is showing up as the Queen of Swords or if they're showing up as the Queen of Swords, but you're a little put off. You're a little put off, and I don't blame you. Listen. Now, I don't know if this is particularly a love situation. Like as in a partnership, but I know that there's fulfillment here, emotional fulfillment, loving feelings and fulfillment here. And I see the Hierophant. This is marriage. This is the divine again. We got Judgment twice. We got the moon twice. Now we have the Hierophant, and we have it's time to take action and luck is on your side. Virgo, if you are eyeing someone, if you are looking in the direction of a Libra, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio, I pretty much got all of the signs here, Virgo, but I personally am getting strong water. Strong water that, and with the Queen of Swords, I'm assuming that this water has turned cold. It's nighttime. I feel like this water has turned ice cold. And this water is showing up as the Queen of Swords because she's about that life. You feel me? She's ready to take on that energy, that cutoff energy. That cutoff energy is strong. I always be joking about myself like, it's not a joke because I'm dead ass serious, but That's what I'm feeling when I see this Queen of Swords. Like, my cutoff game is strong. Her cutoff game is strong. Strong. She's in the defensive. If this is not you, this is her. And as far as when I say she, him, her, they, theirs, he, we all know that this is energy. I'm reading the pictures, not the positions. I'm reading tarot here. So somebody's on the defensive naturally because they've been there, done that, and they've probably been in unrequited situations where they're constantly giving or taking on other people's burdens and not getting any kind of reciprocity. But they are, you or them are being divinely guided to communicate. Bring love and balance back into the situation by communicating truth. So that this position of defensiveness where am I? Yeah, defensiveness with the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords, that you can have a new beginning where you're not feeling so burdened. So I feel like, wait a minute. I feel like so with the Hierophant and the Last Judgment together, this is giving me strong God vibes. Because this is an angel, the Last Judgment, and this is the High Priest. So this is like, okay, so if you've ever gotten tarot readings before on this person, then you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever gotten a reading on this person before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is like resurrecting a relationship you thought was dead because it's not. Or it's like a past life relationship brought back to life in this present time. And I think that you either feel that, or you've gotten some information on that, or you've been getting information on that. Like you've been getting clarity and truth on that. And that is bringing you out of this feeling of needing to be defensive. I mean, you got 7 wands, then you've got 10 wands, then you've got the Page of Wands. So you've been doing a lot of like passioned decisions, and then we've got the new moon in Aries, which is all fire energy. So I'm feeling like there's probably been some conflict here, maybe between yourself and this individual, and you or they are looking to come out of conflict with the 10 of Cups here, or the both of you maybe. I mean, because you're both facing each other in this picture. And it's like we're playing cards, all trust, face up, right? Virgo, who are you, communicating with? Who is this that's showing up in your reading that you've taken a liking to or an interest in? Because I feel like whether you know it or not, whether you know it or not, this person is very receptive to some sort of reconciliation with you. Either it's a reconciliation or it's just like, let's just let bygones be bygones, because you feel burdened. You feel like you've been holding on to this too much baggage, too much weight, too much. Like you're trying to separate what belongs to you, what belongs to them, what belongs to somebody else. And then you finally say, fuck it, I'm putting it all down. And then you walk away and you're finally allowed and able to be in your Page of Wands energy. You're ready to bring this message and this truth to this person, or to even yourself. You're carrying this truth within, right? And then you're trying to manifest a different reality for yourself. You're able to do so with the Judgment and the Fool here, but then the Judgment comes up again, like there's this resurrection There's this resurrection that is saying, I'm here, I want to happen, I'm going to happen. And that's what you don't see in the present moment. You don't see that this resurrection is going to happen because it's meant to happen. Listen, this is a Libra. Oh, Lord, this is a Libra with Virgo placements, or this is a Libra, Virgo. There is a Libra, there is a Virgo. You are the Virgo, this is a Libra. This Libra with Pisces placements wants to come out, or you have the Pisces placements, or but these 3 or 4 signs are very like prominent to me. There's a Libra, there is a Virgo, which is you, there is Pisces, there is, yeah, that's what I'm getting. So someone is in conflict here. A Libra is trying to bring balance back into a situation. They feel like everything has just gotten out of control. It's become too much of a burden. It's too much for them to bear. They can't take it anymore. And its judgment is being called twice. The illusion of the situation is being called twice. The Queen of Swords is showing up and justice is showing up. So there's truth that needs to be spoken, and it needs to be done with tact, and it needs to be done so that everybody is respected, because there is a happy type of outcome if everyone is being respectful of each other. But this water sign, I feel like, in particular, this water sign is not to be trifled with. She may seem sweet, he may seem sweet, but that water has turned into ice cold, cut a bitch real quick type energy. And then you're showing up, Libra. So you've got the Queen of Swords. You should be able to understand this energy. You should be able to understand this Queen of Swords, because if you're coming up as a Libra and you're coming up into this energy, Virgo, I know I just said so many different signs. So who am I talking about? This is a Virgo reading. So I'm saying that Virgo is dealing with a Libra placement, a Pisces placement, somebody that they're in conflict with. There is a Libra, there's a Virgo, there is a Pisces. These energies are here. Clear as day, and it's night. With the moon here, it's night, but it's clear. But I think that that's the illusion, that it's not as clear as that, but it is. The illusion is that it's not clear, but it is. It's very, very clear, Virgo, how you're showing up in your reading. You're showing up as the Queen of Swords. You're showing up possibly as Judgment. You're showing up. You're showing up in your own reading as very defensive, as very cold, as very calculated. Like I said, you could have some Pisces placements like myself. You could have some Cancer, some Scorpio placements. And like I keep going into this Pisces, Virgo, Libra situation. But listen, I don't know. I just read cards. I don't know who I'm talking to. Okay, don't judge me. I'm just saying it because this is what I see. This is what is showing up to me. And what's showing up to me right now is, Virgo, you're either taking on the qualities of a Queen of Swords in this situation, or you're taking on the qualities of the Libra energy of bringing balance back into the situation. But this is all divinely guided. It's like there was some sort of conflict here, because I do have the 10 of Wands. There was some sort of conflict here. And then with the Queen of Swords, somebody is a clear victor, either by word or just by action. And that could be you, because this is your reading, right, Virgo? And I know it kind of got messy, and I think that that's what it is. Like, all this confusion is who's the victor. Does that even matter? Virgo, usually we don't care about stuff like this. Does that even matter? It's like, who won? It's like you were in a battle of wills. Who won? Who won? Who won? And God is like, enough. That's who won. Enough. Enough of the bickering. Enough of the back and forth. Enough of this nonsense. And I'm kind of surprised to find you in this type of position, Virgo. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But this is pretty low vibrational. So that's why I was a little confused there. I'm like, Virgo can't be acting like this. It's got to be this Pisces or this got to be this Libra. But Virgo, you're showing up as a very defensive, kind of combative, kind of, you know, I got to win at all costs. I got to be the victor. I got to, you know, I got to win. That's how you're showing up. Like, I gotta win. And forgetting to bring balance into your life. Forgetting that what you do to others is what comes back to you. Forgetting. Or, like I said, this could be vice versa. This could be this other person that you're dealing with, whether it's a Pisces, it's a Libra, that's being pretty defensive, pretty narcissistic, pretty cold, pretty detached, and, you know, not really caring about being in balance, not really caring about, oh, who cares about God? Like, I feel like I literally can hear somebody saying this, like, oh, you know, who cares about God? Who cares about this? Who cares about that? It's like I can literally hear you saying these things, whoever you are, whether this is the Virgo in the situation or somebody else, but I can clearly hear like that. And God is saying, well, you better care. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcana here and 2 judgment from 2 separate decks. This is supposed to come back into balance. So whether you want it, Virgo, or not, whether you'd like it or not, or if it's vice versa, whether this person wants it or not, this is how God is saying that is going to happen. It's like a ceasefire. There you go. God is calling a ceasefire. He's saying enough. Whatever this conflict is, whether it's an internal conflict, you're battling yourself, you're being defensive with others, God is saying enough. Enough of this burdensome energy. Enough. And first of all, I'm not going to take these 2 cards because they showed up face down. Normally, if they show up face down, I'd just be like, I'm not going to take them. But this was face up. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Hermetic Tarot deck is not meant to be read in reverse, but no matter which deck I'm reading, I always put it all up in the upright. And then if something comes up in the reverse, then I read it in the reverse. But the Wheel of Fortune is coming out in the upright. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that I'm right. This is supposed to come back into balance. I don't know if you're going to eventually work with these people, or if these people will be working with you, or if this person will be working with you, or if you'll be working with this person. But there's so many energies on the board here that there's no wonder why there's conflict, because everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to be understood. Everybody wants to feel like they're being respected, and nobody's respecting anybody. That's the illusion that's going on here. The illusion that somebody is the victim when there are no victims, and there is actually no victor. Nobody's winning. It's like child's play. It's a bunch of games. It's a bunch of lunacy. So it may take you, Virgo, to actually be the one that says, let's just leave it here. I'm not saying you need to apologize. I'm not saying anybody needs to apologize to you, but I'm saying that God is saying either you fix it whoever is in this situation, or I'm going to come and bring justice. I'm going to come in, bring balance. I'm going to come in and I'm going to make sure you know that I am present, because he showed up twice with the Judgment card. And then he showed up as the Hierophant. And then he brought in the Justice. Like, I'm telling you clear as day. And then he brought in Wheel of Fortune. This is, I mean, there are certain cards for me in the deck that signify God is here. And these are the exact cards that signify to me that God is here. Bringing things back into balance with the Justice card, not the Temperance card, which normally I would consider the Temperance card. For some people, that Sagittarius card is God, right? Because Sagittarius rules travel and higher learning and all of that stuff. But for me, the closer the cards get to the 0, which would be the Fool, the more I see the trickle down effect of God. So when I see the Hierophant here, I know this is somebody who, so there's a witch in the situation. There's 2. This is a masculine witch, which would be called what? A wizard, a warlock, or sorcerer. Something about this is screaming accusation. I don't even know where this is going, Jesus. Let me just read it. This is longer than I intended for this to be, Virgo, and I'm so sorry. But there's so much here that I want to dissect. There's so much here that I want to dissect, because I see this 10 of Cups and I'm like, how are you guys going to get to this 10 of Cups with whomever you're in conflict with? How do you get to this 10 of Cups? And God is saying, fix it. Well, how do you fix it? Because you're on the defensive, or they're on the defensive. Somebody here is ready to eviscerate someone with their words. Someone is priming their sword, getting ready to cut off heads, getting ready to say, approach me with caution. And there needs to be balance in this situation. And there are 2, there's a magician. No, not a magician. There's somebody who knows better. There you go. They know better. As the highest teacher in the deck, they know better. So with the High Priestess, I would be getting energies of knowing, but this is the teacher of knowing. So this teacher knows better and is able to teach better. But someone here, it could be you, Virgo. It could be them, Virgo. Someone here needs to be approached with caution. Their words can be deadly. So this is probably why you're in the defensive. You're in the defensive because you know this. You know, if you approach this person in the wrong way, that it is not going to go according to plan, that it might actually cause more problems than necessary. And I think that that is where the confusion lies, and where I started to get a little bit of, no, it's not fear, but the confusion is, how am I supposed to approach this person? How is this supposed to come into balance when I know this person has a mouth on them? Right? Or you could be the one with the mouth on you, and somebody's like, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch that live wire. Let me just drop it right here, right now. Let me just let that go. But if you choose to do so, I can't tell you what to do. Whether or not you choose to do so or not. So either God is going to remove you or remove the person, because that's the next step of balance. And if that doesn't happen, everything is just going to come out. And there may be actual like justice here. And if there is justice here, reading for my Virgos, I see that it's a balanced justice. It's not like, oh, you win. I could tell you, oh, you win, but it's actually what is best for everybody. So if this goes into a legal situation, it's a win-win, actually. It's a win-win for everybody. So if the win-win is this person pays you and you move, or you pay this person and they move, whatever the heck it is, there's movement because God is calling justice. God is saying enough. And I have no idea how these cards are, whether or not they're upright or reversed. And I'm not even looking at that right now. But whatever comes out, comes out. I'm just trying to figure out, how did Virgo find themselves in this situation to begin with? How did you end up here to begin with? You're not usually, this is not your energy. This is why I'm so confused. I mean, I'm always talking about my Virgo moon, Virgo moon. I mean, this is called Virgo moon insights, right? So I'm trying to figure out, as a Virgo moon, how did you get here? We don't do this. Virgos don't do this. We're too busy worrying about what needs to be taken care of. I mean, we got the mending, we got the sewing, we got the laundry, we got the bills, we got the health, we got the wellness, we got the, you know what I mean? We're always creating new things to do. We're not idle people. We're always busy in a way. And we're always analyzing, processing information. Like, we're always in our hermit mode. So this is a problem of money. This is a problem of abundance. So Virgo, somebody feels like you are too abundant. What does that even mean, you are too abundant? Somebody feels like you get your way, or you always win, or maybe you're feeling like this about somebody else. This is already going on too long. And I'm over here seriously trying to figure it out, Virgo. Y'all need to tell me what the hell is going on. The Two of Swords. So some decision that was made about finances, or some communication about finances, something regarding your abundance. I'm going to pull one more of these cards to clarify what in the halibut is going on. Because at this point, I don't even think I'm going to post this video. Like, this is just too much. We started off with the deception or the illusoriness of a situation. Then we progressed to the Ten of Wands. So somebody was feeling burdened by these illusions, by these issues. They decided to drop those burdens, and then they stepped towards their happiness and their reconciliatory energy. And then we got the Judgment and the Fool to clarify, saying that this is divinely guided, this reconciliation of sorts, this emotional fulfillment of sorts is the new path that the Page of Wands is going on. And this new path is going to bring about fulfillment. Then we got 2 Judgments and 2 Moons. And now we have 5 of Swords. Like I said, So we have Seven of Swords here. There's been some sneaky, deceptive energy going on. And let me be clear, because I'm about to close this out because this is too much nonsense. This is all nonsense. Somebody feels like you are too abundant. That makes no sense to me. Somebody feels like you have everything you want and need, and that they don't like that. And so they're bringing you conflict, and they're bringing you indecision, and they're bringing you illusions, and I'm gonna need this person, these people, whoever it is, if this is you, if this is them, to grow up. Yeah, I said it. Virgo, I cannot believe you're even caught up in this. I'm not trying to admonish you, but I'm very direct in my readings. And this has been too much. This has gone on long enough. This is too much. This is nonsense. And it's just bringing about more conflict, more. And then there's thievery here. There's stealing, there's deception, there's lies, there's sneakiness, there's illusions there. And then God is watching it all. And people are just, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to pull a healing mantra. Then I'm going to pull a wild gathering. And my message for you guys today, I apologize. I burped like twice and literally yawned twice. I apologize. I'm tired. But I'm going to pull a healing mantra because we need to clarify this situation. My third eye is killing me. Okay? And that is not an eye. I haven't ever tried to crack my third eye open, but the more I try to ponder upon why, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not making any sense. Somebody here is upset because somebody is abundant. So somebody is jealous of someone's abundance, of their defenses, of the fact that God is in their lives, of the fact that they have what they need and what they want, of the fact that they can manifest more. This isn't making sense. Whoever this is, you're not making sense. If it's you, Virgo, if it's them, it's not making sense. I'm getting Pisces, I'm getting Libra, and Virgo strongly. The only good thing that I would say is the devil didn't come up. So this is just petty. This is petty. And you even got spirits looking at you all like, this is petty. It's childish. It really is. The only page is the Page of Wands. And I feel like this is low vibrational. This is very low vibrational. There's really no need for any of it. And I'm kind of floored. I'm kind of floored because I'm like, what Virgo would be doing this? What Virgo would be participating in this? What Virgo, what earth angel is doing this? Who has time for this? There's Five of Swords here. Nobody wins. Whenever you see the Five of Swords, it's open conflict and nobody wins. So it's a constant battle. 1 minute, this person wins this hand, the next person wins this hand, and it just keeps going. There's no balance because it's 5 swords. There's no balance. So somebody's always going to end up with 3 swords and the other with 2. And it's always going to keep doing this back and forth. There is no balance. So I think that's why God is saying enough. Enough of this bickering, enough of this back and forth. Rewiring the nervous system, opening the mind, integrating the ego is the healing mantra that we've got. I find strength in surviving traumas. Okay, so this is starting to make a little bit more sense. And I'm sorry for this long video because I had to work this out. Like, spiritually, mental, like I was yawning. I was tired. I've been tired. I'm still tired, but I had to figure this out. Opening my mind, I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. Everything is for me, not against me. So Virgo, either it's you or it's them. Whoever this is in this situation is dealing with a lot of trauma that they haven't dealt with. So when they see you, you are ruffling their trauma. It's like for them, your abundance is provoking them in some kind of way. And somebody is being called to judgment because of the way they're viewing the situation. And they're being called to see beyond their perception. To understand that even this situation is for their it's for their benefit. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? It's like, excuse me? Invoking self-realization. Each breath confirms how awake I already am. So somebody's been living in the past. Somebody was very burdened in the past, faced a lot of hardships, and in their new journey have kind of lost sight of the fact that they have moved on. That life isn't what they left behind. They're failing to see the situation for what it really is because there is some conflict here and they probably are not good at handling conflict. They're probably always used to winning. And when they don't win, they get really upset. They throw a tantrum and they're not realizing that this too is a lesson, that you don't win them all and you don't lose them all. In this situation, there is no winner. And you have to accept that. This person doesn't want to accept that. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's them. I'm not going into all of that because I feel like this is so petty. All I'm saying to y'all, because I'm too tired for this nonsense. All I'm saying to y'all is, Virgo, I love you guys so much. Like I said, but if this is you, this is annoying me. I don't recognize these traits in Virgo. And I'm not saying that we all don't have our light and our dark, but pettiness is one thing I couldn't imagine as a trait for a Virgo. So that's probably why, yeah, I'm a Pisces and I'm going to say it. That's probably why I see the Pisces, because I see pettiness. I see it. And Pisces can be very petty when they're low vibrational. They can be very petty. So, and then there's the Libra who, listen, air sign is showing up heavy here. Air sign is showing up as a liar, a deceiver, constantly fighting, bickering, always having to one-up somebody, always having to win an argument, always having to, and then like, this is Lord of Peace restored, and with the Two of Swords here and the Five of Swords here, this person is bringing conflict. They're not bringing peace. They're imbalanced. So this Libra is not in balance. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So here's what I see. There is an imbalanced Libra here, a narcissistic Pisces here, a narcissistic Virgo here. I'm seeing hella low vibrational energy here. And I'm seeing open war and conflict for no reason. No matter what is going on, I haven't even seen the reason. That is really what is being hidden. The only reason that I see is that this Virgo seems to be abundant. They seem to be able to manifest whatever it is that they want. It's like getting out of sticky situations, and somebody's upset about that. Somebody is upset to see this person constantly manifesting a better reality. And that sucks, because that's stupid. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire existence. That's stupid. What's it to you who and what this person is manifesting? What's it to you besides the fact that you're dealing with your own past traumas, and that's the issue? Who is this? Who are these people? Where did they grow from? Who grew these trees? What in the heck? How can you be upset with somebody because they're abundant? And the King of Pentacles that's showing up here, we all know that the King of Pentacles, when he shows up, it means that this person worked hard. Like, as we see with these 10 of Wands, they worked hard for every single thing that they have. So what are you mad about? What are you really mad about? Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. So somebody feels like it was never the right time for them. Like the Wheel of Fortune never turned in their favor. Like they always got the short end of the stick. Like it was always burdensome for them. It was always conflict for them. It was always a problem for them. Contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. So somebody is not believing in their own happiness. Like they've been able to manifest their own life, but they're not happy with it. And somehow, some way, this King of Pentacles, this Virgo energy, you ruffle their feathers. So now I'm getting this clear message, Virgo. You're ruffling the feathers of this Libra individual who's showing up as an emotional ass Pisces, which is really not Pisces, is showing up as emotional energy. This Libra is out of balance. They're coming up as a Queen of Swords, and they're coming up with really harsh things to say about you because they feel like you're blessed and they're not. That's petty. It took me 1 hour and 12 minutes to figure this out. The fact that I even like put energy and time into this lets you know that this person feels like nobody has ever put energy and time into them. They feel like they're always getting the short end of the stick. They feel like they're always dealing with something after the next and they never have a break, but it's their mindset. It's the way they communicate with others. It's the way they interact with others. It's the way that they're always defensive. It's the way that, you know, they're not making decisions about their own life. They're not seeing how God has been there for them in countless times. It's like they've had so many close calls. They've been walking in the dark for so long and they still refuse to see that God is present in their lives. Independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. So this is what's the situation, and I'm closing this crap out. Someone in their past felt like they were bound. They felt like they could not speak up, speak out, or protect themselves or defend themselves. Oh my God. And so the abundance that this person has, which is you, Virgo, the abundance that you have, the independence that you have, the fact that you're happy with what you have in life and you're not looking towards other people and you're not looking at or coveting whatever it is that they have. This Libra is pissed. This Libra is pissed. They're pissed and it's not your problem. And I think that the only reason why you're even giving energy to this is because this Libra refuses to leave you alone. And it's coming up this way because there's something that they need to learn in the situation. It's not about something that you're doing right or you're doing wrong. God is not favoring you versus them. It's their mindset. It's the way that they interact with their world. It's the way that they are showing up in their life. Oh my God. Virgo, channeled message really quickly. as I clear off this, because I need to do this really quickly so that I can diffuse and transmute this energy. Virgo, when you are dealing with people in your life who aren't happy for you, be blessed anyways. Be loving anyways. Be gracious anyways. Be kind anyways, because they're going to do and be whoever it is that they're going to be, and they're going to act however they want to act, and you can't affect that. But Virgo, I need you to not interact. I need you to do what you normally do, which is mind your own damn business and let them do what they're doing. Because eventually the situation is going to be brought into balance. And whether they like it or not, whether you like it or not, it's going to be a win-win situation for everyone. It's not going to be, the result is not going to be what they think or what you think. The result is going to be what is best for the situation. And what's best for the situation, honestly, because I see that in this reading, is that this person leaves you alone or you leave them alone. That's really what's best for the situation. There is like there is an alternative where one person moves or the other person moves, or one person, and when I say move, I mean like movement, changes their perspective, changes their mind, changes their situation, their habits, their what have yous. So my camera is dying. But yeah, what I see is movement, changing perspective, changes their situation, changing the ways that they look and respond to life. So, Virgo, if you are dealing with a Libra, if you are dealing with a justice situation, I do see win-win situation for everybody. But I also see a lot of pettiness, and I want you to get out of that, okay? I want you to get out of that energy. I want you to focus on better things, because God is watching all of you make a fool out of yourselves, okay? And he's not happy. All right? I love you guys. Bye.